that we've had one of the defining humanitarian crises of our century now. I mean, it's 9 years of this, and many people have been displaced multiple times in this. And after 9 years, there has been a sense that those people that were trying to sort of rebuild their lives have been hit with something massive in terms of an economic crisis. And then on top of all of that, you have COVID-19 and all the restrictions that came in due to COVID-19, all the socioeconomic consequences of those restrictions. Somehow they managed these last 9 years. They moved around, they did all sorts of, had all sorts of coping mechanisms. But right now, because of the economic situation, on top of everything else that they've lived for all this period, they're just not able to cope. They're just not able to cope. They need our assistance more than they ever have in that sense. You've seen the figures in terms of food insecurity. It's 9.3 million people now in Syria that are food insecure. We still have 6.7 million people internally displaced. These are huge figures. At this point, with the economic hardship that they're facing because of a whole set of different crises happening, they feel that they can't cope, that they are really, for the first time in 9 years, unable to display that resilience. So this year's ask in Brussels is more or less similar to last year's. Last year's was around 3.4 billion, but this year's it's $3.81 billion, which the increase is very much due to the COVID-19 response that we are launching. The ask is similar to last year's, but the needs are much more than last year's. And so you have more food insecure, 9.4 million people food insecure this year. You have a situation where prices have increased 200% in 1 year. You have a situation where there are less jobs there anyway, where there was a real pressure on livelihoods before, and now it's even less because of COVID.